Once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change along with it. Whether you think you can't or you think you can't, you are right. With the right mindset, you can't lose. We either practice what we have learned or we learned what we need to practice. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. This is how I would like to welcome you all to the program today's paper. Today is the 27th of September and the year remains the same, 2023. And we have 30 more days to the presidential and legislative elections in the country. And of course, welcome to the program today's paper. On this platform, we digest all of the happenings in the print media. My name is Mafida Kamara, and this program is relayed on Voice of Liberia in Margibi County. The frequency is 89.7. And this is Voice of Liberia 104.1 in Morsorado County, specifically on Capital Bypass. For today's edition of the program, we have with us 3 local dailies. We have the Front Page Africa newspaper, the Inquirer newspaper, and that of the Daily Observer newspaper. So shortly we'll be reading them out for you on this program. If you are watching us live via our Facebook post page, we encourage you to share our live video. Invite others to watch along with you. So on Facebook is Voice of Liberia, then put low hyphen, and after the hyphen you put VOL, everything in cap letters. So if you are not following us on Facebook, we encourage you to do that. Do that this morning for us. So this is the program today's paper. And this program comes your way every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And today is Wednesday, my people. Today is Ladies' Night. And of course, it feels good to be back on the radio. So shortly, we'll be reading the papers out for you today. Like I said, we have 3 local dailies. We have the Front Page Africa newspaper, we have the Inquirer newspaper, and that of the Daily Observer newspaper. So we'll be reading them out for you on this program. If you are just joining, I want to say welcome. This is Voice of Liberia 104.1 FM and Voice of Liberia 89.7 in Margibi County. So please share our live video if you are watching us live via our Facebook page. We encourage you to share the live video, and don't forget to leave your comments because we'll read them out for you on this program. So my name is Mafila Kamara. Let's take a very short break, and when we come back, we'll start the reading of our papers on this program. Okay, welcome back to the program. Today's paper, like I said, on this program, we digest all of the happenings in the print media. So our first stop is the front page Africa, and this is volume 17, number 183, and this is the Wednesday edition of the front page Africa newspaper. And this paper is sold for $40. So let's take a look at the headlines on the front page of the front page Africa newspaper for you this morning. And this other headline reads, UP takes NEC to Supreme Court over failure to produce final registration road 6 rate of Madamons so compelled the National Elections Commission to produce the final voter roll to publish the roster and make copies available to political parties. And this other headline reads, suspecting fraud played in car fire incident. The fire incident killed an entire family, mother, and three children, but 12-year-old survivor says someone intentionally set the house ablaze. As instability sweeps, West African leaders plead with unity, that is, with party chiefs, to stop inflammatory comments. We are not cheaters. And let's read or chase of the story. We have the photograph of the NEC boss in person of David Etta Brand Lassana. And he says, we are not cheaters. NEC chair David Etta Brand Lassana debunked vote-raking allegation caused on political parties to guard their utterances. We are not cheaters. If you claim that the commission will cheat and you are participating in the process, tomorrow, if you win, you'll be telling the Liberian people that the commission cheated for you to win? Let us please guard our utterances. And that's David Eto Brand Lassana. She's the chairperson of the National Elections Commission. Where is Michael? And that's a big question mark there. Where is Michael? So let's take the sound down and read a gist of the story. Kidnapping or attempted ritualistic killings. Where is Michael? Sherman Cooper, a victim of an alleged kidnapping, jumped out of a moving unmarked on Lexington's Black Hassan Pafana last Thursday night, leaving his friend Michael behind and whereabouts unknown. And this story is actually on page. You will try to read or chase of this story because it's actually important for us to know what actually happened that particular night. So we'll read or chase of that particular story for you. But before doing that, let's turn over to the back page of the front page Africa this morning. Cape Verde eliminates Liberia from AFCON qualifiers. And of course, the back page of the front page Africa usually talks about sports. So that's the headline of the sports story there for you this morning. So for those of you that are watching us via our Facebook page, this is the front page Africa, and this is the front page of the front page Africa. So these are the headlines we are reading for you on this program, and this is the back page of the front page Africa. So let's take a look at the east side of the front page Africa. Like I said, we'll be reading for you a chase of the story that talks about where is Michael. So let's read to understand what actually happened last Thursday. Okay, anyways, saved by an act of bravery but several wounded. Shimon Cooper, a victim of an alleged kidnapping and attempted ritualistic killing, now wonders about the whereabouts of his brother Michael, whom the alleged kidnappers escaped with. Shimon jumped out of the park unmarked, speeding Hassan performance which had given him and his brother a lift from Pittsfield near their fabulous opposite Bethesda. Front Page Africa has confirmed that Shimon is currently receiving medical attention at the John F. Kennedy Medical Center's trauma unit. Some residents of the area and eyewitnesses where the unmarked black Hassan Pafarnan is often seen patrolling the VOA area in Pittsfield. An eyewitness who was driving behind the speeding SUV said he saw Shema jump out of the moving vehicle. He said the kidnappers looked foreign and suspected them of being broken and B. In a video seen by Front Page Africa, Shema, who was stuck naked and bloody, is seen with cutting marks around his neck and other on his genitals. He also sustained several injuries on his knees, head, forehead, back, bottoms, and thigh. So that's a chase of the story that talks about where is Michael, and you can get yourself the front page African newspaper to read the details of this story for you. Like I said, this paper is sold for $40 or you can better log on to www.frontpageafricaonline.com. So let's bring you the editorial of the front page Africa, and the editorial reads: Empowering Liberia's future, a resilient democracy through youth engagement. On September 15, 2023, the world united in celebrating International Day of Democracy, with this year's theme focusing on empowering the next generation. The question is, how does democracy empower the next generation, and what kinds of legacy are we inheriting? So that's the gist of the editorial here in this paper. So let's get to this story that talks about UP takes NDC to Supreme Court, and the rest of this story is on page number 7. So we are going to get there for you quickly. Like I said, you can get this paper for $40 or better still, you can log on to their website at www.frontpageafricaonline.com. So we are here. Let's read a chase of the story because it's very paramount for us, especially we just have about 30 more days to the general and presidential elections, and the NEC has not done. They have not given the final voter roll to the public. That has not yet been published, and the UP has taken them to the Supreme Court. So let's read a chase of the story. The opposition United Party has taken a serious stance against the National Elections Commission for what it calls the party's hesitation to release the final registration rule, that is the FRR, to political parties and independent candidates. The United Party on Tuesday, September 26, filed a request before the Supreme Court of Liberia for a writ of mandamus against the NEC, citing several reasons. So, to read the reasons that the NEC mentioned, you can get yourself the front page Africa for $40 Liberian. So that is it this morning. Okay, let's read the gist of this story from the National Elections Commission. Madam David Etopran Lassana, the chairperson of the National Elections Commission, has sharply responded to allegations that the commission is planning to rig the upcoming presidential and legislative elections. Madam Lassana, addressing the NEC's weekly press briefing on Tuesday, said the NEC is committed to conducting a free, fair, and transparent elections as it has done in the past and will in no way betray the trust of the Liberian people and the international community. And she says, "We are not cheaters. If you claim that the commission will cheat and you are participating in the process, tomorrow, if you win, will you be telling the Liberian people that the commission cheated for you to win? Let us please guard our utterances," she said. She continued, "The same organization that will confer legitimacy on you is the same organization you are denigrating and bringing to public dispute. And we are cheaters here. We don't cheat anybody. What is in the ballot box is what we process and what we announced." Okay, our next stop is the Incorrect newspaper, and this is volume 33, number 163, and this is the Wednesday edition of the Incorrect newspaper. This paper is also sold for $40 Liberian. So the headlines on the front page of the Incorrect newspaper reads, "Election fraud will damage Liberia's international reputation," UNCP representative warns. That is the RRA meets ACO's compliance requirement. And teachers, youth groups by Cummings presidency. And of course, we have the photograph of the standard bearer of the collaborating political parties, Alexander Cummings, said UL to offer a BA degree in Chinese. This story is very welcoming. That is good. And at the bottom of this page, we have both Cummings, Bromsky, a leadership that we can trust, and it says vote number 4. So let's take a look at the back page of the Incorrect newspaper for you this morning. Okay, the back page, the headlines on the back page of the Inquirer newspaper read, develop that is food development or tribalism. We are precious Solofians. Political interference is unprofessional in police. Deputy RG chat politicians. And it says countdown to the presidential and legislative elections, and we just have 30 more days so that exercise. Okay, let's read the gist of the story. The United Nations representative to Sudan, Sam Jinto, has warned about the implications of any potential electoral fraud. According to him, election fraud damages international reputation because the international community values democratic norms and principles. When a country experiences elections fraud, it often faces criticism and sanctions. Okay, so that's it. That's just a chase of that story. Teachers youth groups back Homing's presidency. Over 200 teachers of the Princeville Teachers Association and nearly 200 youths of the Conscious Marne Youth for Real Change have pledged their unflinching support for the presidential bid of Alexander Cummings. So that's a gist of that story. Let's go at the back of the Incorrect newspaper for you this morning. Both development over tribalism. We appreciate to Lothians. President George Weah has emphasized that it is better to vote development over tribalism because Liberia is for all. Preaching his re-election marathon in Lofa, President Weah said Liberia is for all Liberians despite the geographical location, and it is very important for the people of Lofa to prioritize lasting development of their county over tribal or county line. I am from Crew. I am from Kwenku County, but I am fixing Lofa Road. And I am doing this because I believe in the development of my country and its people, he added, speaking to tons of Lothians who came at massive insults or stated during the CDC campaign tour on September 25th, 2023 to welcome the president. The CDC Senate Bearer stated that even though he did not get too many votes from the Lutherans during his first term, he believed that more will come from there during his second term. Political interference is unprofessional in police. The Liberia National Police Deputy Inspector General for Crimes and Services, Prince Moba, has made a stirred revelation with just few days to the conduct of the country's elections. Colonel Molubad, in a bold statement, attributed the issue of police officers' political interference to unprofessionalism, lack of political will, and corruption from top officers within the LNP. The deputy police AG further raised concerns about the negative impact of political influences on the professional conduct and effectiveness of the police force, something he said has always undermined the workings of the LNP. So, to our viewers online, this is the Inquirer newspaper. This is the front page of the Inquirer newspaper, and this is the back page of this paper. So, like I said, you can get this paper for $40 or you can read their news stories online at www.inquirenewspaper.com, or better still, you can search for them on Facebook, the Inquirer newspaper. So let's take a look at the editorial of the Inquirer newspaper. And the editorial actually talks about or is actually talking about women's exercising their civil duties. So let's read a gist of this editorial, just a bit of it to give you a clear understanding of how the editorial is, or what the editorial is talking about this morning. Is the public right to know? Okay, but I just, so that's the editorial. Yeah, okay. All right. So the editor is actually talking about the popular right to know. So that one I read earlier is actually a headline to another story here in this paper, but we'll get there quickly for you. But first, let's read you the editorial of the Inquirer newspaper. Is the public right to know. The National Elections Commission has begun the long-awaited commencement of its internal public awareness, also referred to as press briefing, on the activities and or updates leading to the October elections. In a Mendy news conference on Tuesday, September 26, in Monrovia, NEC chairperson David Brown Lasana disclosed that some ballot paper for the 2023 elections are arrived in the country and are in safekeeping, but heavily guarded and monitored by state securities. So the editor of this paper is actually talking about the popular right to know, and they are actually talking about the National Elections Commission ballot paper that was brought into the country. So that's a gist of the editorial of the Inquirer newspaper. You can get the Inquirer newspaper for $40 Liberian. Okay, let's read a gist of the story. Thanks to our women for exercising that severed duty. It seems that the long-awaited 2023 biometric voter registration provisional registration road is up in the final figures register of voters as reported by the National Elections Commission to participate in the 2023 general elections. Okay, so let's take it from this end. As we get up for the October 10th, 2023 general elections, we are a total of the 1,030 candidates, of which 159 constituting 15% are females, while 871 to 85% are males. Okay, our next and final stop is the Daily Observer newspaper, and this is volume 23, number 181. And this is the Wednesday edition of the Daily Observer newspaper. And for more of the Daily Observer news stories, you can log on to www.daily, that is LiberianObserver.com. You can log on to www.liberianobserver.com to get more of the daily or several news stories for you. Well, let's take a look at the headlines of the daily or several newspaper. NEC refutes raking allegations. And at the front page of this paper, that is the daily or several newspaper, we have the photograph of the NEC boss in person of David Brown Lasana. She's yet posted at the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. West Point paradigm on coping electoral violence. And of course, with the help of the Women's Situation Room, the Township of West Point is conducting several voter education and awareness on electoral violence for field that's feeling crucial file left by NEC. CPP's victory rally kicks off with women parade today. And of course, we have the photograph of the presidential candidate of the collaborating political parties in person of Alexander Benedict Cummings. And of course, they are expected to hold a massive rally at the ATS on October 1st. United Party sues National Elections Commission. And of course, we have the photograph of the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia in person of Jose Human Boakat, and also the standard bearer of the United Party. And his photograph is at the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper for you this morning. And let's take a look at the back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Like I said, this paper is sold for $40. For more of the Daily Observer news stories, you can visit their website at www.liberianobserver.com. Council of Churches calls for free, fair elections, contains inflammatory comments from political actors. We'll actually look at the story. We'll actually read a chase of the story. But before doing that, let's take you at the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper to read for you a chase of the story that talks about United Party suits National Elections Commission. The opposition United Party has petitioned the Supreme Court to sue a raid of mandaments against the National Elections Commission to compelled to produce, publish, and distribute the final registration roll. The legal challenge by the former ruling party is rooted in its belief that timely access to the roll is a requirement that would ensure, and the rest of the story is actually on page 10. So let's complete the sentence and move on to another story here. Ensure that the credibility of the October 10 elections. United Party respectfully prays for the assurance of a mandatory rate of mandaments, compelling the respondent, that is the National Elections Commission, to perform specific or specify legal duties to have the final voter registration roll to satisfy voters by location published and distributed to political parties and independent candidates. Okay, so let's read a chase of the editorial here for you this morning. The Farmington River Declaration, dead or alive? And that's a question there. And I guess this editorial is being repeated in this paper. But let's read a chase of the editorial for you this morning. A recent editorial of the Women Voices of Non occurs on the status of the Farmington River Declaration pointed out that consists of the declaration urge political parties to desist from engaging into actions or using languages, whether online or offline, that could provoke any type of violence, intimidation, and human rights abuses from before, during, and after elections. And of course, let's read the story on the back page of the Daily Observer that talks about the Council of Churches calls for free, fair elections in the country, and it condemns inflammatory comments from political actors. So we are going to be skipping through this reading, but let's read you the first sentence of this story, and then we'll go and read our talking points for today, the part that will be emphasizing on later on in this program. The Liberal Council of Churches has called on the National Elections Commission to do all in its power to conduct the October 10 polls in a manner that will build on the country's recent democratic credentials. Liberians are forced to go to the polls on October 10 to elect 90 individuals, 73 representatives, 15 senators, a president, and a vice president who will steer the ship of state for 6 and 9 years, respectively. And let's go strictly to this part I want us to talk about. The council said that the press conference that it has documented countless uncontrolled, negligent, reckless statements emanating from political actors, making specific references to former Vice President Joseph Yumon Boakat, Nima County Senator Prince Johnson, and Mosrado County District Number 10th Representative Yeke Koluba. Johnson at a news conference held on September 18, 2023, according to Reeves, threatening the peace of Liberia by recounting the ugly parts of our country. The council believes that the past record of Senator Johnson cannot be taken for granted and hereby warn that such a statement undermines and threatens the peace of our country. He said, "Let Senator Johnson and others be reminded that gone are the days when Liberians were manhandled and ill-treated in the name of revolution that has today damaged this country." And let's skip. We call on all these two parties, the CDC and the UP, to leave the results and pronouncements with the NEC, which has the constitutional power to announce and declare elections based on proven evidence and statistical based reports from the elections to declare an upright winner or a runoff election, he said. What did that I was say? It's better to eat a mushroom in freedom than to eat meat in slavery. Okay, let's take a very short break, and when we come back, we will dive strictly into our talking point for today. Okay, folks, welcome back to the program, to this paper. This program comes their way every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday with all okay at about this time. So my name is Mafida Kamara. This program is also relayed on Voice of Liberia in Margibi County. and the frequency is 89.7. And many thanks to Daniel Salif there in Kakata for always relaying our program on that particular radio station. So that is our substation in Margibi County. So our talking point for today, we are going to be looking at the statement from the Council of Churches in Liberia. They are actually talking about free, fair election in the country, which of course is very much good. And we have been having series of violent acts in this country. And I still to be corrected on this one because I actually did my research, and my research and did not uncover anything of such about the Council of Churches talking about the violence art. They want, it's not really a violence art, but art that was demonstrated by this ruling party. I'm talking about the totem of caste, because incident that can lead to violence, and I have not seen as thing to be corrected, and I have not seen or heard the Council of Churches condemning such an act from that part of the party. So let's look at the mission statement of the Council of Churches in Liberia. To realize its vision, the Liberal Council of Churches shall unite, empower, reconcile, and group its constituencies through strategic networks and alliances, as well as cooperate with national and international bodies and governments. So that's the mission statement of the Council of Churches in Liberia. And the president of the Council of Churches in Liberia is Samuel Reeves. And basically, they are called to the National Elections Commission, wanting a free, fair, and transparent election in this country is actually true. So that part, because we all want to see a free, fair, and transparent election being done in this country. So it was good on their part to call on the National Elections Commission to do what they can to make sure that uh, the votes of the Liberian people will reflect the decision, their decision, the Liberian people decision. But we are actually going to be looking at this part that they talk about the statement from Prince Johnson of Nima County, one of the senior citizens of this country and also a lawmaker. They are actually condemning such a statement from the Nima County Senator, and also Joe Boakard from the Unity Party. They also mentioned his name, and they talk about Yeke Koluba from District Number 10 in Mosarala County. The statement that he made weeks ago about resolving to the push if this election is being rigged, they'll go back to the push. But what I want to say here is the Council of Churches, the Liberal Council of Churches, for some time now, they have been mute. They have been mute to national issues. Yeah, they have not been talking. Like I said, I stand to be corrected on this particular one. They have been mute because we witnessed the opening of this campaign, which was on August 4th. And we all saw the art that was done by the Youth League of the Coalition for Democratic Change about toting or casted in the principal streets of Monrovia, and it actually had the standard bearer of the United Party photo on that particular casket, and they said they was burying him politically. In that statement, we took on to this platform, we condemn it to the fullest. And we have not seen any press release or radio appearances from the Liberia Council of Churches talking about this particular act from the Youth League of CDC. They have not spoken about it. They have not done nothing about it. And that was demonstrated by that grouping, that student, that movement under the CDC was very bad. And it is something worth talking about in the Liberia National, the Council of Churches. They did not talk about it. We did not see any radio appearance from them, neither press release containing that particular statement. Because remember that act that was done by that particular youth league, it was it was something that could lead to violence in the country, or that could trigger something to happen in this country. And we did not see anything from the Council of Churches in Liberia. And witness a recent incident with our sister Jessica and her missionary boyfriend, or American missionary boyfriend, in person of Rachel Lucas. Up to date, we have not seen any statement from the Council of Churches talking about the investigation, about the law taking its course in that particular case. So one may be wondering that, oh, is it because the United Party says such a statement in the media? Um, is that what the Council of Churches, they are coming out to say they want the election to be peaceful, or such a statement shouldn't be made in the public space? We actually want to know whether the Council of Churches are neutral in these elections. And like I said, we've been following them back to back, and that two incidents are mentioned in last moment going on in this country. We have not been hearing about the Council of Churches condemning statements that or pleading for justice in this particular case. But then once it comes, or it already to the United Party leaders making statement, and then they come and say, oh, Prince Johnson has a record of doing the thing, occupies in the country, and as such, it is good. But why you did not do it for the other political parties? That's our caution. We are not saying that what they did was to come out to the public and containing that statement coming from Prince Johnson, Joe Bwaka, and Jeke Koluba. We are not saying that they are wrong to do so. But if they decide to talk, and if they decide to be neutral in this process, they should be able to talk it from all sides, not just to talk about the opposition angle. If they show they are neutral in this process, they should be able to talk it from all sides of the story, because we Liberians, we want a free, fair, and transparent elections in this country. And seeing from the mission statement of the Liberian Council of Churches, they are there to unite us, to empower, to reconcile us. So if they are neutral in the process, in the electoral process, they don't have side, they are not siding with any party, they should be able to talk it from all sides of the story. If the other party does one, they should be able to talk it. It shouldn't just be from the opposition bloc, wherein they will call for press statement, condemn the act, start to state what has happened in Liberia during this year, the person record. It is good. It is very good. But what I'm saying is they should be able to do it to other political parties. When that ad was demonstrated by the youth league chairman, they should have come up to the public. But we did our investigation, we did our research, and we have not seen any reports from them containing that particular art that was done by the youth league of the CDC. So we are saying on this platform, if they want a free, fair, and transparent election in this country, they should be able to talk it from all sides of the angle or of the story. They should act as a twin model in this particular election. They should not be biased. If they say they are neutral in this particular process, don't worry, we'll soon open up the telephone line. So that's just my little thing to this particular statement. I'm not saying their request to the National Elections Commission of ensuring that we have free, fair elections in the country. I'm not saying they are wrong by making such a statement. But I'm taking it from the angle wherein they are condemning the statement that was made by Prince Johnson, by VP, the former Vice President Joseph William Boakat, and Yeke Koliba of District Number 10. It is good. We all condemn that particular statement. But what I'm saying is, since you have started condemning that statement from political actors in this country, they should also be able to condemn that particular statement that happened, that particular action that was taken by the youth league of CDC. They should be able to condemn it. But since that incident happened, like I said, we have not seen any press release from the Council of Churches in Liberia. Neither have we heard any radio appearances from them, and it's very bad. If they want to be neutral, they should add like a three model talk from all angles, not to just shape on one political on one party because they are from the opposition bloc. That's what I mean. That's not what we are talking about this morning. So that is it, folks. We are going to open up the telephone line to call us and give your point, or let's get your thoughts on this particular um statement, or my point of analysis on this particular story. Let's hear what you have to say about the council of churches in this country, because for us they have been very mute. They have been very mute, talking about critical issues in the country. So call us on the number 0770907907 or 0880907907. The person keeps calling. Let's insult them. And good morning, you are our first caller.
Yeah, good morning to you, and afternoon to everybody.
Let's hear you. Oh my God, he's out. You can call us back on the numbers 0770907907 or 0880907907. Let's talk this morning. Let's take this call. Good morning. You are live. Good morning.
Yeah, hello. Good morning.
Okay, tell us the name and where you're calling
Yeah,
from.
yeah. John Twin is my name. I'm calling from Boston.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You see, what happened here is that when the youth league throw the cat on the road, nearly everybody will condemn it, up to even the president and the party chairman. So if you see that, I mean, Liberia Council of Churches, they don't say anything, I don't believe it. Because nearly everybody condemn it. We're all listening to radio every day.
Okay, you went off by yourself. I didn't cut you off. So call us on the number 0770907907 or 0880907907. What we are seeing here, my brother, the statement that was made by our senator in Ima County, Prince Johnson, we all have been condemning that particular statement. And so is the Council of Churches. But what I am saying is, when that particular incident happened, we did not see any press release from the Council of Churches in Liberia. Neither did they make any appearance or radio appearance. So that's why we are saying, we know the art part of the youth league, yeah, it was contained by the issue of the party. Jefferson Coach, yes, and it was even hinted at stopped them from entering with the casket to the party headquarters. He stopped them. So we know that, and we all condemn that particular statement, but we're talking about the Council of Churches part they played in that particular incident, because we don't want them to be one-sided on this particular issue. Saying they are a neutral party in this whole process, they should play that neutral part. Let's take this call. Okay, my God, that caller is out. Call us on the number 0770907907 or 0880907907. Let's talk. Let's hear your thoughts about the topic on our discussion this morning. If you are just joining us, this is a program to this paper. My name is Mafida Kamara, and the telephone lines are open. Call us and let's talk about this particular thing. The Council of Churches, we are talking about the role they are playing in the statement that was released by Senator Prince Johnson and that of Joseph Imam Boakat, Ambassador Joseph Imam Boakat. and Yeke Koloba from District number 10. And we are saying on this platform, we have not seen or heard any condemnation coming from them when the youth league actually did an awful act in this country that could lead to violence. We did not see any um, press release from them, nothing. So I'm saying on this platform, if they are saying that they are neutral in this process, they should be able to talk from all angle, from all sides. The story not to be one-sided. They should talk when someone does one, they should be able to tell that person, say, oh, this all I was done by you is very bad. Don't do that in this country because we want a free, fair, and transparent election in this country. So don't do that. That's what I'm saying this morning. But I don't want them to be sentimental, to be one-sided. We are not encouraging that. So call us this morning. Let's hear your thoughts. Let's hear your view about the topic on our discussion. Call us this morning on the number 0770 907 907 or 0880 907 907. Call us, let's talk. Call us and let's talk. Let's see whether we can take this call. Good morning. Good morning. Yes.
Hello,
Yes, you are live. Go ahead.
G. Gabriel William, calling from Cinco.
Okay.
Thank you ever so much for the program. Honestly speaking, the Liberia Council of Churches really having or don't really speak against things that will cause problem to the country. Okay, even if people want to talk about the Council of Churches has been condemning, making some condemnation about why it's under discussion. Then let's go back to the National Elections Commission.
Mm.
The lots of deliberate acts they are carrying on. The Council of Churches is the Council of Churches is yet to condemn it because these are things that can cause chaos in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did not hear, I haven't heard, neither have I seen any form of condemnation of the Council of Churches regarding the casket that was being portrayed
Yeah.
Joseph Barker's casket.
And that's what we
I
are saying
challenge,
too. Mm-hmm.
I challenge Pastor Samuel Reese
Mm-hmm.
to come out to say he counsel ever make a position statement on that. I challenge him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they shouldn't talk things that will hurt the feelings of people.
Sure.
Even the father of the nation, Bishop Winger, is yet to condemn.
Yeah.
So people should think twice before they do things.
Mm-hmm.
What NEC is doing now, no one sees it. No one is talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing deliberate things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to make that point clear. Thank you so much. I'm monitoring your program.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much Shu, for calling.
Okay. Bye.
So call us on the number 0770 or 0880 907 So that is what we are discussing this morning. We don't want them to be biased in this whole election. So if they been mute, they should continue being mute. Not to come about to say the other poll and answer made another statement wherein we get people in the media or in the public space have been carrying on arts that and what's not good for every one of us, and they have not condemned such an art. So if they say that they want to be neutral, let's see it in their doings, not just in their words, because we're not really seeing it in their words. Let them be neutral. Call us, let's talk. We don't have much time to be here this morning. Call us on the numbers 0770 or 0880 Let's talk about the role of the Council of Churches in this country. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Tell us any where you're calling from.
I'm Augustine Fire calling from Pinsville, Chikisu Factory.
Okay. Let's hear you.
Yeah, actually, let's be realistic. This government, we don't know what is going on. And I'm listening to your talking point this morning. the people are only defending one side, in which, of course, they are doing wrong, especially to the council of churches. These are the people that we are depending on. If such a thing is happening, their responsibility to be to the two sides, not for you to just talk in favor of the government, because we can all see it. The reason the statement was made by those people because they see the problem that is happening. So, and some of them are just, exaggerating this information around about Joe Parker and Prince Johnson. And when the people took this casket on their head, there was nothing was done about it. Absolutely. So if they are talking about Joseph Newman Parker, when you open all of those stations, that is the analysis that they are carrying on. Forgetting to know that we are doing this to maintain the peace and stability of this country. So I just want to tell you thank you for the point this morning that you people are raising. So the Liberian people should know what is going on. And thank you.
Okay, my brother. Thank you for calling. So keep your calls coming through to the number 0770907907 or 0880907907 calls. Let's talk this morning. We have limited time to be on the radio, so calls. Let's talk. Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, you are live. Tell us in the meanwhile.
Hello?
You are live,
Hello?
my brother.
Hello?
What kind of man so?
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. Ali Kamal calling for Looking Town.
Okay, you are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, the council of churches, what they doing, they know what they're doing. All I advise when they come into the opposition. But you can remember one time they say the council of churches, they went together, they go to pray for President Weah. So we know what they're doing. But I think it can't work. The council of churches, they want peace in this country. They must advise the poster, the CDC, whosoever want to be problem, they must condemn everything. Somebody living there, they can't say. And the Christian know the meaning of can't say. But they never condemn it. Because as of Joe Bakai, let me tell you something. We are not threatening. We are our vote. We voting for Bakai. Our vote should be protected. Next, you don't take that vote and give it. If you want peace, you want the country to be peaceful, make sure you do everything correct. But if you take our vote with something says here, then you say you pour on that condition again, that will feel bad. But he said, trust me. Because we ourselves will protect our vote. We ourselves, not Joe Bakai going to protect. We ourselves will protect our vote.
Okay, my brother. Thank you.
If somebody suffering, if better he came in then to cheat me. It won't work.
Okay. Your points are well taken. Thank you so much. Let's take this call from our Lusta number. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my brother, you have to walk away from the monitor a little bit.
Okay.
Go ahead. You are live. Go ahead.
Okay,
So
are you getting me now?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, I think the council of churches should be peacemaker, and they should be also advising everyone that is taking part in this election, and also advising the election commission. Look at the problem that we, the Liberians, are facing now. Almost 2 weeks to election, we have not seen the voter roll. They are not talking, but they are sitting and watching to see what will happen before they talk. This is not right. This is not right. They're supposed to be speaking. They're supposed to be going ahead, meeting the election commission to know what is happening, but they are not doing it.
Of course.
So we are looking at them to be peacemaker, not to be taking sides. This is Kennedy Kula from Tuporo.
All right, my brother. Thank you. Good morning. Okay, let's take this call. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, you are live. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you so much. I'm Aiba Estiano calling from Bloodstream, my sister.
Okay.
Okay, at least today your touch is really composed today because people will call your call about today and join today. Thank you. Let me just say this. You know the problem in this country, our religion leaders, they really pay in this country. They may want to feel bad about them. The Muslim, the Christian, they're not helping the nation. Other countries, they get great impact when it comes to election, they can push the election are going to so. And la Civil War, everybody, give it their son. But they tell the son to come in, they can't get last time. You see how the country going now? They're not coming in now. One Liberia was taking cash around here. Nobody not can in. One will do all the things nobody can in. One will back up minutes, but back up minutes every day. And he made a statement out of context. Everybody learn, you understand what you are saying. Where they want to going now, they're not happy up. Our young brother and sister out of it ghetto, Ghana they kind of no politica. So I think I was just thinking that bad for them, think that Bible for them. My son, that's one guy I started take the Bible for the body, get for that all by us so block. I want to show the political, your all the people I say, okay, thank you. So now that they come in now, they kind of election and now look at how the election is going now. Now we don't know how we vote. We don't even know how we vote. So my sister, you have to count in, Mama. Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. Good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Yeah, what's the name we're calling from?
This is Dalino calling from Clarissa.
Okay.
So you see, when you hear the Bible talk about the love of money is good, but the love of it is what evil is. Is what happening to what our brothers in the how you call it commission, how you call it religion commission, all those things like that.
You are allowed, go ahead.
You see, the money is what carrying them so. And because where is a man that loves this thing called bribery? He loves bribery, so he will bribe them, they will do all kinds of things. People were throwing casket around here. They never spoke about it. People, the president himself, then making touching remarks. He went in bombing, he threatened the people there. He said that if the person in here like put and the people spoke against it, then no need for them to exist. They never spoke about it, they never talked anything about it. But something what Barker said that makes sense. Because he simply said that if George is having to win this election, or rig this election, then the Liberia will once again suffer more than what they are going through. You see, Barker is not going to cause election, but our people. Trouble is coming. We are seeing the trouble coming right in our eye. They're not speaking on it. There's somebody who try to say something that if they should avoid it at the point now they're looking at. If there's something happening in a Baga, not even if you a Baga, that's because you know very well attention will be here.
Thank you so much for not praying. We are not praying for that to happen in this country. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, you are live. Tell us the name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Jacob King. I'm calling from Budusan.
Go ahead. When I get Budusan?
Budusan is located in Shkefar, Makivi County.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Getting me?
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about man, but I'll call back. Let me look for good network place.
But you are live. I'm hearing you loud and clear.
All right. Okay, I'm getting you now. Okay, so the containment issue. Let me make it the honor thing, my sister. The people march from the party headquarters and pass in front of Dominion, in front of Better World Church. And Pastor Asa Winker never condemn what go on. But now the people coming out to say they're condemning. What is this? That what the Bible make us to understand Matthew 4:17 said Jesus said we should repent. So then they repent. If they're not ready for the God work, then they repent. Thank you.
All right, my brother. Thank you for calling. So let's read our comments from our Facebook Live. And this one is from Political Base. And he says, Miss Kamara, good morning to you and the force of Liberia family. While opposition UP is crying baby when they think that the process isn't safe, the best thing to do is to withdraw. I do agree with the NEC commissioner because tomorrow when you win, will you say that the process was cheated for you? We need to stop falsely and negatively sounding like that. And the other comment is from Randolph Lima, and he says, I'm watching for Sunny Kole City in my country. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Steve calling from Pakistan.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to say what other people saying that people take casting and they're making the kind of set of remarks that whatsoever is going on, this country is a peaceful country. We're looking for peace. We don't want to be partying around and doing something and going around. If they're sitting out giving the kind of remark, we don't like it. Then let's sit down new and listen to the election commissioner Whatsoever will go on, then we'll know.
Okay.
But getting the mind doing all kind of things without making in this country again, you are time with that kind of thing. If the time reach, we are time reach, let it go and sense. They will not be embarrassing other people who are sitting now, they don't do a thing, but I say they're not embarrassing.
All right, my brother. Thank you for calling. Thank you so much for your point for contributing to this program. And let's read this other comments from Julad King Junior, and he says, "Hi, I'm Ishwa LD Dime Junior. I'm watching you from district number 70 Bonja." And Rosetta June 24th born says, "I'm following." And this other comment is from Daniel Ofetunsi, and he says, "Good morning. I am the national chairman of the San Manuel Liberians, and I am following you from my office here in Johnsonville Township. I think political stakeholders must stop making reckless and violent statements around here. We are not prepared and ready for any violence in this country." And he says, "Thanks. So call us on the numbers 0770-907-907 or 0880-907-907. And we have about 6 more minutes to call it a day because we have to leave time for the next program, that is the lunchtime hour, for the next presenter to present that program. So by 11:50, we'll be taking our essay from here. Let's take this call this morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Oh, yes, you are live.
All right, thank you, my dear sister, for the topic on our discussion. I'm Pastor Jeremiah Sayer speaking.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say, my dear, we the pastors of today in Liberia, let me tell you, it's just the main majority of us carry as pastors. You may not believe it. What's happening now, I am not surprised. Go to CDCK, you will see the number of pastors that sold their birthright because of $5. So I am not surprised when what they call or what we consider Liberia Council of Churches, quoted Liberia Council of Clocks. My sister, look, what we have now is it's dangerous. Nobody should put their trust in. Most of the pastors, go to CDC Kenya, you will see they have CDC pastoral network. When you go there, you see pastors of the country. They dead because of money. What do you expect to happen? They will be blind and just support one side. And finally, if you don't want your child to cause you, do not provoke the child to anger. People say that they say, politician make you remind and this that. If you don't want a politician to make you remind, then do the right thing so that what we're not expecting to happen. Sister, thank you. So we have to be very careful in this country. Thank you very much.
Okay, Pastor, thank you. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Hello?
You are live. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm Linton Zali call from Peloton Bonafont.
Okay.
Yeah. Sister, like the statement that made by Joseph Boga, he is a peaceful person. Right? Joseph Boga, he has no intention of bringing confusion in this era. Okay? But it is the NEC trying to bring confusion. Like the first listing that they brought about after the registration process, the listing that they brought, and then the second one, the final one they brought now, they made some changes, adding so many countries, their number that they figure up. So a confusion they bringing, adding Maserado figure up, adding Magibi figure up. So a confusion they bringing, and we will not say there will never condone that idea of cheating. We will never tolerate that.
Okay, my brother.
Yeah, everyone for the child to respect you, you should respect yourself first. So we respecting NEC. Let us do the rightful thing. We don't want power in the area. We don't say that CDC do any other thing. We don't take that. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you too for calling. So let's take this call. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you are live. Tell us any where you're calling from.
My name is Obida Tar from Ria community.
Okay.
You see, You see the people in that will bring war. Bullet cannot do pick and choose. Bullet can do pick and choose. Yeah. So every day they cry the war. You say, "Boy, guys, nothing you see they say in the world about the Prince Johnson born again and behind. Our fooling, but bullet cannot do pick and choose. Yeah, bring it. Brother, not do pick and choose.
Okay, my brother. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Boyan Pasio calling from Douala.
Okay.
So let me tell you something, my sister. Why President we are saying for me that if you are now a citizen, you don't need for you to exist in this world. So when Baka say if President we are then it will be liberal end. So there are two words. We all are not citizens now, so we're not supposed to be existing, right? The election, my sister, I'm telling you, they should be very, very mindful because our vote will protect our blood. If President we are mind to kill all of you, okay, all of we will not leave it free. Thank you.
Thank you too. Good morning. You are our last caller. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. My name is Leo. I'm calling from Pakistan.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to tell you the thing that the people confusing all in Liberia, the election process. That is people to us that they want great election on us. Because all the statements that they're making, they say, oh, what got them brown born? They went Africa, they go to all everybody brown. No, they come like you see that Baka bring back. For me.
Okay.
In the country. Everything that is bringing in the country, that's fake news that is bringing.
Okay, let's squeeze this caller in. Good morning.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, it's check out again. Now I'm getting it clear now. Okay, man. The second time check out clear from Budustan.
Okay, go ahead quickly.
Okay, man. To why the people saying the man say that he's drinking war? I really want, if you get a recording, I want for you to play the recording. Let people understand the statement, what the man mean. The man say that he's drinking war. He getting it. The man start making example. He say, you're seeing now that we're setting the business now going on. So if we select Georgia again, then we'll be going down. So it means to say the man say he's drinking war. Because example, look at now. You know how many youth here not doing nothing? Is that all the criminals and people taking in jobs? No company coming in? And we're going backward. So people might be deceiving us here, say, oh, the man say he's drinking war. You getting it, man?
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you too. So we are not taking calls again. Sorry, we are not taking any calls. Sorry, but I just thought of playing this short audio from Joe Baka. Let's hear what he says about this election.
Because if you do it, that's the end of this country. We're not going to allow that. If they think they will see this election, if they think they will see this election, you will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country. We're not going to allow that. If they think they will see this election, you will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of it. You will not allow it. Because if they think they will see this election, you will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country. We're not going to allow that. If they think they will see this election, you will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country. We're not going to allow that.
Okay, so that's Ambassador Jose Podcast with his statement. If you think they will steal this election, we will not allow it. So sorry, we are not taking calls any longer. So let's play our theme song to climax this program. So let's take a batch of our theme song to climax this program. So this is the program to this paper. And this program comes your way every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. So thank you so much for following to our callers, our regular listener. Thank you so much for being there with us. And let's take this comment, this last comment from our Facebook Live. And this comment is from James Eto Due. She said, "Good morning, Miss Kamara. I'm Samuel K. Nati." I guess he's using someone account to comment. "Speaking from Sokline District number 4. He said, I highly buttress the Honorable Chairman of the San Manuel Liberian on this statement or comment saying you that we don't need any violence in our country again anymore. Thank you. Thank you, my brother." So on this program, we read for you 3 local dailies. We read the front page Africa newspaper, the Inquirer newspaper, and that of the Daily Observer newspaper. But before we take leave of you, I'd like to welcome my boss in person of Mrs. Famata and Duncan Davis. She just came um um she just came to the country. She actually been out of the country for a few days now, and she accompanied the Liberia Women Football Club to Cape Verde, and she has come back to work. So I just want to welcome her. You know, she's very, very hard working, and she served as an inspiration to us at Voice of Liberia. So I want to say, Bossy, you are welcome to Liberia and that of the station in particular. So thanks to all of you for watching this live video. My name is Mafida Kamara. Many thanks to my producer in person of Tenti Wia. That is April and Tenti Wia. He has been the one behind the camera. So keep the peace. Say no to electoral violence. And yes to peace. So bye bye from my end.